Hey guys, Stealth here. Today I'm looking at a North Korean general deck. First it's going to be the deck review, and then I'm going to play a game with this deck, see if I can make it work. Now I gotta say right up front, I am not a fan at all of North Korea. That being said, I think I need to be able to play it. Not that I really enjoy it, or that it's a deck that I often use, but if you know more or less how to play a deck, you also know how to defend against a deck. Anyway, deck set was sent in by Prial. Let's have a look at what his deck has in mind. He says the deck is an all-purpose deck used in 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 and 10v10. He wants to have it built for every situation, but he sometimes get wrecked and he cannot do anything about it. Yeah, that's North Korea for you. I want to change this. It's my bad because I'm unexperienced. I think this is the reason, or the deck hasn't got the capacity to deal with the enemy. Okay, so let's just follow my, let's say, my base checklist. Does it have any kind of anti-air, anti-tank, or anti-infantry capability? First up, logistics. Couple of airlifted command units, one fob, Zeal cargoes, and my 4 cargoes. Really atrocious helos, but okay. A command tank. Okay. It's a pretty diverse setup. I'm not sure if we could just go with one UAZ, because then you'd have the same amount of command vehicles, just a slightly different configuration. The deck is meant for mainly urban or forest maps, which would favor heavily armored vehicles or easy to hide infantry units. Okay, onto infantry. A whole lot of Bachongsus. These Bachongsus are basically let's just say cannon fodder. They really aren't very good. They have pretty decent anti-tank weaponry. It's okay in the accuracy department, and armor penetration, meh. You're likely to get 2 decent shots out of them. So let's say 2 kills. What I do like about their transport though is that you can go for the VTT 323 Hwasung Chong, which carries short-range AA missiles, and you can surprise the heck out of the enemy with these things. But I'm going to use other units for this transport, as these are going to be my cannon fodder. And for that I need them to be as cheap as possible, so they're going to be in the BTR 60P. And I'm going to use only 28 trained troops, so it's going to be a spam tactic. Next up we got Yukyonde 90s. 2 of them in BTR 80As. Nice units, autocannon wielding. 10-man squad, elite trained, anti-tank capacity is good. So definitely want to have these in, but they're pretty expensive at 50 points. Let's cheapen these guys up a bit, go to 40 points. Get 22 of those. Then the Igla. I believe that that's the best anti-aircraft unit that they have. Yeah, the Strela is even worse. Igla is decent. He has 8 of those at best veterancy. And then finally we have the Bibongchung Pos, which carry recoilless rifles. Now I don't believe that we have any kind of dedicated... Oh, actually we do have a dedicated anti-tank. You know what? I think we're going to change this setup a little bit. These units make... these make for nice fire support units, but they don't do very well against tanks. I have plenty of infantry, so I'm going to delete one of those. Let's see about the light infantry here. Whoops, these guys. Oh right, they also carry recoilless rifles. Outstanding. Fire supports. Oh, I even got reservists. If you really want to make this a spam deck, you can just throw in one card and get 45 reservist troops. Anyway, I want to have some sort of anti-tank. They, however, only got 16 in armor penetration. Jeez, that is really terrible. Now I remember why I don't play this deck. Let's say this thing is built for urban. So if it's built for urban, we're going to go full urban. There you go, 92 infantry units. Let's get these guys together. It doesn't have to be pretty. There, make it 44. We're just going to spam the crap out of these guys. And these are going to come in the Hwasung Chongs. Supports. A couple of no radar guided Shilkas, Spogs. These things are actually radar guided. Basically a better version of this AA gun. Pongay 2s. A couple of long-range anti-air platforms. They only carry 2 missiles though. So you really need to babysit these guys with quite a few supply trucks if you want to keep them going. Then we got VTT-120 mortars. 8 of those should provide plenty of fire support, and the Coxswain AT or long-range, let's say howitzer, I suppose that's what it is, self-propelled artillery. Great range, good dispersion, HE power is okay. Yeah, they're just not very good off-road, but we don't need them to be. Considering bringing the Pongay, but no, let's just stick with this. Tanks. T90S. This is by far the best tank that you can get, because this one is 175 points. The next thing that you can field is 65. Normally, any halfway decent deck has a lot of options between your super tank and your light tank, or your medium tank in this case. This deck, not so much. Let's see, he went with Chonmaho 4, the other alternative for the same price, the T72M. This thing has more range, same amount of armor. This one's slightly faster, the T72M. Rate of fire only 6 rounds a minute. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to stick with the Chonmaho 4. Reconnaissance, a couple of air-dropped recon infantry. Type 63 reconnaissance vehicles with good optics, and the MI2 reconnaissance helo. I'm going to go for the MD500 Delta, because this one has exceptional optics and is a lot faster. I prefer that and a recon helo. The Type 63 only has good optics, whereas for example this one, the 1992, it is more than twice the price, but it does have very good optics, as well as pretty nice weaponry on it. So that's when I'm going to switch this one out and get the 1992. Vehicles, T55 Napalm, ZSU 57-2. Yeah, there is something to be said for these things, they're not terrible. At the other hand, I would like to get some more fire support units, and these only provide a direct fire support of 1500 meters. Suppression 228, suppression 115. Okay, I'm going to stick with these to provide fire support for that huge infantry lot. Helicopters. We got these MI4s with rocket pods and the MI25s. You can, I believe, get grenade launching. Yeah, pretty much the little bird. I don't think there's a place for this in this deck currently. A lot of units in the air tab. 2 B5s. We got the F5 Napalm. I don't see this thing being very useful, because the 2 B5s can pretty much wipe out anything that happens to get in your way. MiG-23 ML, pretty decent medium to long range fighter. ECM's a bit low at only 10%. Let's see, I believe that is, how unfortunately, one of the best, yeah, the best ASFs. The other one that you have is the MiG-29 912B. This one's slightly better, but you're also going to be paying quite a bit more for it. But I do prefer those over the MiG-23ML. The Su-25SK can deal with heavily armored targets, and that's pretty much the only thing that can do that, which makes it a bit more complicated. So I have to keep that in mind. So we have pretty much a direct heavy bomber. Do we get seed? No, we don't get seed in this deck. Well, shit. I would have loved to have seed to clear the way for the B5. What I can do is make a sort of makeshift seed aircraft. I think. No? Don't we get anything with... Yeah, here we go. The Su-7 BMK with rocket pods. I wouldn't exactly call them seed aircraft, but if you fire rocket pods, this many, at a mediumly armored AA vehicle, you can usually get away with it. So let's throw in a couple of those. Leaves me 1 point, which I cannot spend anywhere, so I'm just gonna keep it here. Now I'm gonna pause the video, wait for a game to come up, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, here we go. It's a 2v2. I'm teamed up with Spect again. and I'm probably gonna really need his help. It's a 2v2 conquest, meaning I can sacrifice as many of these North Koreans as I like. So, this is gonna be my infantry spam position, right here in Fedor and center. I'm gonna not use a command tank right away. Or, actually, no, why not? Just keep it there. So, here come the Bachongsus. I'm going to send some in their VTT-323 in order to help out with AA defenses. Send in some in standard transports. Send in some of those recoilless rifle troops. Get some Iglas. As for fire support vehicles or AA guns, I'm likely to take a bombing run here. So I'm going to send in some AA units as well. It's a bit unusual for me to use a triple stack of AA, but in this situation it might actually be useful. As for vehicles, I just have enough points for 2 napalm tanks and that's it. Spec's going to take the left flank towards Fedor. I'm going to keep my CV here. Let's see how... Oh, look at that. Twardy, Wilk times 2. He's going heavy armor. Now, do I have any other units that could be useful in this situation? Maybe the MI4. The MI4S8. Let's see, delete 1 squad of those. We need to delete another one. That one. Actually, let's make these 2 separate helos. One and another one. These guys can help me with suppressing the enemy infantry or the enemy units as they are exiting their vehicle. Let's combine these things a bit more, condense them on this stretch of road. The less they have to travel, the better. Down to 60 seconds now. Spec's going to put CV there. Now in this mission my objective really is to go for center as fast as possible. I don't want to get bogged down over here because it's conquest. We can get Elena, Fedor and center. We can then start to get that point value going. But there's the thing. If we each, so blue for and red for capture Fedor and Elena, and they capture center and Anna, we're equal. I don't want to have that. I want to push out as aggressively and fast as possible. Anyway, as for my setup, I have my Hwasung Chongs here to provide anti-helicopter fire. I have my Mi-4S8s to suppress enemy infantry. And I have a triple stack of Pongay 2s to provide anti-plane support, because I'm expecting napalm bombers and the likes. And Spect is probably rolling over the floor laughing at this stage, because of all the weird units that I'm using, as well as being North Korea in the first place. Alright, moving up. Immediately have a nice amount of points. I'm gonna save up for B5, just because they are so incredibly deadly. He's going in with napalm bombers. Interesting. He's probably gonna set the world on fire along the lines of approach for Blue 4. Tornado's having none of that from Powell. He lost 1 aircraft, the other one got hit, but is otherwise okay. Tornado seems to be coming about. No, he's dodging. Okay. Alright, let's set up my triple AA launcher over there. They captured that section, almost got B5. About 30 points off. Everything is going to get offloaded right there. Now pull back slightly. You guys go over there. Napalm tanks over here-ish. What do we have here? Is that a helo? Yeah, that's a helo. That's a sneb. There's the B5. Hello, sneb. Pongays are lighting up the Harrier. Harrier unfortunately made it out alive. Alright. Everything offload. Iglas are going for the sneb. I think they got it as well. There's the response. Now my healers are taking fire. Let's get these infantry sorted out as fast as possible. Oh, it's a challenger marksman, no less. Send in some more cannon fodder. B5's gonna have a field day here, look at that. This is gonna be absolutely murderous if he... Yep, here's the bomb. Here's the tornado again. Got him a hit. Let's see if I can send in some cargoes to keep these things firing. Keep pushing. Eglas, Wasung Chung's over here. Bibon Chungquo is taking a lot of fire. There's the helo. I need to get my Iglas in gear. Take care of that. Take care of those Jaguars. Oh. That's when you suddenly encounter 50 Gurkhas. Yeah. Let's see how well these guys burn. Pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. Now, my opinion of North Korea is that if you want to use this deck correctly, you gotta just go cheesy. And that means a second B5. Because why not? I should have more infantry coming in by now. The B5 is flying in. Let's tell it to drop there-ish. That should at least slow them down some. B5 dropped. Harrier's counter-dropping. Get out. Definitely hit something there. Just not too sure what it was. Alright, I still got one MI4 left. See, this is what I mean with extreme spam tactics. It's not pretty, but I am, especially with Spec's tank support here, slowly but steadily pushing up. There's another Harrier coming in. Look at that, even 3 Pongays cannot kill that. What the hell? So I'm gonna start flanking here. A couple of SBS survivors. Let's just airlift a CV in here, see what happens. Still a few Gurkhas left here. A whole bunch of SBS, although it quite panicked. Christ, if they go for my Pongays, that's gonna really... There we go. They're already going for it. That's one group down. That's the second group down. Crap, they got a tank in here. Or something. What is that? That's a whole column of tanks. Those leopards? Yeah. We can suppress them. Combine them into oblivion with a B5. Where is my helo CV? There. Oh, don't go in close, you're gonna get hit by the blast. Go for it. Splash. That's at least... Yeah, that's all of them. Or is it? We got one survivor. Alright, let's keep feeding in more infantry. Because that's what you do if you're North Korea. It's the 1A4. He seems to be trying to sneak away here. Send in some more AA. Come on, wipe out the... There we go. Leopard's dead. Alright. Now. Just keep pushing, I suppose. Get in the building. We have a +2. Nice. I cannot be too lenient on this flank, though. As there's still at least a few units of infantry scouring about. So let's lock that down. And there are a bunch of Gurkhas. Question though, what's a Fuchs doing there? My cargo trucks... Whatever happened to those? Did they get blown up by any chance, or...? Must have been. I just sent these things forward with complete disregard for their safety. And they just decided to go and wipe out a Gepard. Now I am a bit worried about those forces that are still moving about here. Spect is also right on the ball here. There's another Harrier coming in. When in doubt, try in the B5. Tornado. Oh dear, that's not good for my B5 at all. That's a whole bunch of Fusiliers. Keep going. This is going to be a pretty danger close drop from the B5. +3 currently. Let's see, Spect has way better tanks than I do. But I can field infantry probably a bit cheaper than he can. Look at that. You may want to steer clear if you want to live. Because the B5 is a very indiscriminate bomber and it will kill anything that it hits. Short of tanks, of course. There you go. Infantry's down. These Pongays, though, they are so incredibly ineffective. Set up here, and you guys set up there. Let's fly in yet another command. Or drive in a command. Wow, some of these guys actually survived. I guess I didn't hit them. Chongzu's moving up. They got another Iltis coming in. Do not give them any kind of building to capture. The thing with these warriors is that they are pretty hard to kill. Aircraft is down. There's another warrior down. Is that infantry or? No, it looks like stalwarts to me. Alright, B5, you're going on a trip. I hope it has a sufficient turning circle to make that run, but we'll see. clustering my infantry now. Okay. Whatever works for you. Keep going. The warrior has to go down. Powell surrenders. Keep rushing in. I think my helo is a bit early. Let's see, how's my B5 doing? Still merrily on its way. Bombs. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to catch those before they get away. Well, maybe. The blast zone's pretty large. Yep, got them both. Now, what are you? Mars, probably. Offload these troops. Wipe out those leopards. The Chongsus keep going. It's just stalwart transports. It's not really anything to worry about. Offload my command helo, or my command infantry transport there. Oh crap, a Gepard. I did hit it, but not enough. Beautiful save by the Commandosi there. Alright, I got a lot of points that I'm floating here. So let's set up a bit of a firing position here. Infantry is going to go there. Lots of stalwart. Oh, nice. These things are almost full. Look at that. I'm not sure how Spec did it, but he has infantry all the way over at the fob. Alright, just for the fun of it, I'm going to blow up this Lynx 3 with a B5. Alright, resupplies the Yukionde. Let's get the Yukionde in transport and get them rolling. Leopard 2s. Okay. SU-25SK then. Or SU-25K. There's the Lynx 3. There we go. Boom. Right, gens keep going. Oh, there's a large stack of somethings over there. What are those? I think we may have shot down most of their aircraft for now. Send over a recon bird. Whoops. Go for the bomb. Butt ugly bomber, but it does the job rather well. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they're still there. I did hit them. Quad stack of leopards. Okay. Let's send over this aircraft, SU-25K. Crap, there's a tornado in the area. And another fighter. They shot down a B5? What heresy? Send over another one of those anti-tank units. Come on, I want eyes on those units. Crap. G-25 is not particularly known for its dodging skills. There's one. That's a leopard down. Come on. I need you right here. No, don't go for the Jaguars. Not a priority. Roland's down. Are you seriously firing on helicopters as well? It seriously seems that way. Missed. Oh, you want to resupply those? Perfect target for B5. Kill. Empty. Get in the structure. Start to work over this unit. These are definitely grounded. Come on, B5. Come on. Beautiful 360 point kill there. Oh, damn, we got the points. Oh well. 175 points gained, 1290 lost. Not too bad. Not too bad. But I gotta say, it was a really spammy game. B5s all around. And they didn't actually get that many kills. A couple of Leopard 1A4s, a Lynx 3. What the other B5? One squad of Fusiliers? Yeah, right. I really don't think this is likely. I got so many hits with the B5 on the first bombing run. But the game apparently either... well, they may not have been killed off. That might be it. You killed day 90. Look at these. Stalwart, Challenger, Marksman, Fox, BGS, a bunch of warriors, some more stalwarts. That's nice. Alright, well, I still don't think North Korea is a very good deck. It's mostly spammy, which doesn't really suit my playstyle, but in this situation, especially with Spect, and of course, Spect also played very well. I mean, look at that, 23-40, 885 losses. Especially if you're teamed up with a player who can provide you with heavier tanks, then you have a very decent deck here. But you're going to be spamming. If that's your playstyle, go for it. Deck code's in the description down below. If it's not, you'd better pick another deck. For Redford, that would be USSR, or for example, Eastern Mechanized, or sorry, Eastern Bloc. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. This is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.